Isaiah. Isaiah's like, y'all
Hey,
see?
sit down.
You can't see Isaiah. Look, his tail probably got that. Oh, no,
Sit.
he didn't get in the camera. Sit, booby.
Sit down.
Want to say hey to YouTubers? Say hi, YouTube. Come here, say hi, YouTube. Okay, he's just gonna aggravate me. Here. All right, YouTube. Mr. Rude Isaiah. We are back. He's harassing me. Sit so you get in trouble. Dad's gonna get you. Hey, he ripped his sisters and brothers. Oh, there it is. I guess that's what I need to do. Come on, wanna come in the camera? Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Look, Isaiah. Look. Oh, he can't see it. Okay, sit, booby. Sit. Sit. He is all in my face. YouTube, Isaiah, sit. Sit, booby. Good boy. Good boy. Stop. I gotta do a video. Cut it out. Okay. So we're back. Whew. All right. So we've got a quick. We'll be back, YouTube. Just give us a moment. We've got to deal with our child.
We're back.
All right, we're back. We had to deal with our baby. And I tell you, he is something else.
Seriously.
All right, so we've got a quick one for you. And we want to just start this little snippet with something that was really impressive to me. Our daughter had to speak at my father's church, and the title of her message, which is really what inspires us today, the title of her message was, "This is a give and take relationship." You see that? Roll your neck. My husband rolled his neck. Yeah, roll that neck. This is a give and take relationship. So we're going to talk about a give and take in a marriage, and we're going to look at a little clip of what she has to say about a give and take relationship. And I just want to know what she know about a give and take relationship.
Never had a real relationship.
She had no real relationship. She about 18 years old.
18.
No real relationship.
You never been married.
Tell her I give and take relationship.
How you know?
We gonna beat her when she get finished preaching. Sit down. What you know about that? All right, y'all. Let's get to the word. And we're going to read today. What we reading, babe?
Ephesians 5. We start at the 22nd verse.
5 and 22. What does it say?
Wives.
Wives!
Submit yourself unto
I'm a
your
wife.
own husband.
I'm a wife.
You a wife.
I'm a wife.
You a wife.
All right. Let's read the word.
Submit yourself unto your own husbands, as unto the... I'm sorry, guys. I got... Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband as unto the Lord.
Wives, submit yourself to your own husband. You ain't got no business to submit to no another man on your job. Talking about your friend. You went to school with him.
My friend.
Submit yourself to your own husband. My own husband.
Like the Matrix.
Submit yourself unto your own husband as unto the Lord. So let's deal with this bad word. What's that bad word?
Submit.
Woo.
Now y'all know. You don't know what submit really means.
Submit. Some of us have really damaged that word, and we thought it meant to boss, to be in control over, to demand and all that stuff.
Y'all see that anger?
Yes, rage come out with submit. Submit. Well, let's talk about what submit is as unto the Lord. Submit means to yield.
Right.
It means to honor,
Right.
to reverence, to respect. When you yield yourself to God, you're giving him you. So when you submit unto your husband, you're giving your husband you. I try to give my husband me, whether he likes it or not. I submit. I yield unto him. No, baby. No, honey. No. Come here. Let me rub your head because you ain't thinking right. Submit. Women, it could be fun sometimes, submit, because really, you know, you in control. You know what I'm saying? Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband as unto the Lord. It's a joy having to submit unto God. I mean, going into that worship and yielding unto him and allowing God to be God in your life and trusting God. Trust your husband. Mm-hmm. Love on him. Right. But yet tell the truth. That does not mean you don't have a say, woman. Right. It means that you know just what the scripture says. If I can yield to God, I can yield to my husband. But you got to make sure the husband that you have, you've chosen, the one you were running after, which you had no business running after, you got to make sure he's the one of God. Because it makes the yielding so much easier. It makes the submitting so much easier. It can be fun submitting. Mm-hmm. Yes, you both benefit from submitting. Right. Well, let's take a look at that 25th verse of Ephesians, the 5th chapter. What does it read? Husbands,
love your wives even as Christ also loved the church.
Husband, you ought to love your wife even as Christ loved the church.
And gave himself for it.
And not only did he love the church, but he gave himself for the church. What you think, babe?
I think husbands should give themselves to their wives. Yeah, you may go to work. You may bring home the money. But who take care of the bill? Who wash your clothes? Who feed you? Huh? Who cook? See, what I'm getting at is that when you snap on your wife, you got to remember you snapping on the Lord too. You got to remember that.
There is a scripture that says you are to treat her as the weaker vessel.
True. Mm-hmm. True.
You shouldn't be. What was that? What was that point you gave me about? You know, sometimes when you're angry, when men get angry, sometimes, you know, what happens, you know, when they get angry, and then you referred it back to how Christ treats us.
When men get angry, they snap on their women and stuff like that. They snap on their husband, or not husband, sorry.
You ain't got no business.
Wives. They snap on their wives. For what? Why you snap? Has Christ snapped on you?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Have Christ snapped on you? Hush, woman.
He gonna keep going. Okay, I'm going to yield. He gonna keep going. He don't want me to revisit that. We won't revisit. I'll wait till we lay down tonight and talk about it and be like, babe. Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
But husbands, don't snap on your wife, because Christ haven't snapped on you. He did everything right by him, because you were made after his image. So, guys, love your wife. Give yourself to your wife, as Christ gave himself to the church.
Now that's important. It's important for what we're getting at. It's important for the husband to know his role. And it's important for the wife to know her role. As we go through the rest of this video, I want you to take a moment and seriously think about your relationship, one, with Christ, and then your relationship with your spouse. Look at this clip. Look at what's coming up next. I think we're going to hit it about, there it is, right now. Check it out, guys. I'm going to be going to John, the 14th chapter, the 14th and the 15th verse. St. John, the 14th chapter, the 14th and the 15th verse. Just two verses here. St. John 14, chapter and the 14th and the 15th verse. Do you have it?
Amen.
Okay. Now, just to kind of give you a little bit of where I'm going, if I had a topic today, the topic I would give you is, this is a give and take relationship. So give it all you've got, okay? Now, the relationship between God can be described as a friendship, a marriage, however it is you choose to say God is to you, whether he's your friend, he's your husband, he's your wife, he's your love. That relationship
requires that you give and take. Married people can attest to this, that you can't just give in a relationship. And you can't just be the taker in the relationship. But we have to be willing to give and take. Now, God is a great giver. I know this firsthand. God is a great giver. He has no problem giving and no problem taking and receiving. They say, God giveth and he taketh away. God, he holds up his end of the bargain in this give and take relationship. So that 14th verse says, if ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. This is God saying that whatever you want and you ask it in my name, you got it. This is God giving beyond measure. Can you believe? Going to God and saying, God, I need this. In Jesus' name. And it's done. It's done. You don't have to worry about it. See, when you come to people, it's different. You got to come up with how you're going to pay them back. When it's going to be, But God is different. God say, anything you want, and you ask it in my name, I'll do it for you. So this is God's great giving in the relationship. Now, when it comes to God's taking, our giving to him, our giving can sometimes be a bit lousy. We can give God the short end of the stick. Only what we feel like doing. And that 15th verse says, if ye love me, keep my commandments. This is what God is asking that we give to him. All he says is, if you love me, give me your love. And how does he know that we love him? Is by us keeping his commandments. We can't say, I love you, God, 1,000,000 times a day, but never show. They say actions speak louder than words do. You can cry on your knees, Lord, I love you. Lord, I love you. But if you don't show God that you love him, if you're still lying, if you're still cheating, if you're still backbiting, if you're still hating, how does God know you love him? So that comes to us. Giving to God is a bit lousy. We expect so much from God. Because he gives so much. We take it for granted, y'all. But when we get ready to give to God, it's lousy giving. It's only what we feel like giving to God. It's only as much as we're comfortable with. They say give until it hurts. We give until we got still some change left over. God said give all you've got. This is a give and a take relationship. So give God all you've got.